Hey. Oh, shit.
Good evening. This is Jill Hager of Static Paranormal Investigations, and you are listening to our weekly podcast, SPI Radio. Every week we broadcast from a different location that is rumored to be haunted. We research, investigate, and discuss our findings. In this podcast, we are in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, a once booming industrial town. Tonight we reveal our findings for the Edmont Worsted Industrial Complex, a mill located on the Peters River which has reported numerous disappearances and other strange occurrences since its construction in 1822. When we come back, I will be reporting to you from the original portion of the building. It is rumored to be a hotbed of paranormal activity, so stay tuned.
Boarded up. That's my handy dandy.
What a hole.
There
Careful
we
not to
go.
get lost in here, rookie.
Alright, cool. That figures.
Thirsty, rookie? Well, you're out of luck. There's no water in this building. Not that you'd want to drink from these old pipes anyway.
Ah. A.
Listen, this place is a maze. Take it slow. Don't go getting lost.
What are you now?
Check this out. Looks like some bands played here back in the 90s. Awesome!
Well, it's stuck in the handy pry bar. Oh. That's cool. Alright, let's go down. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Does this work on it? Of course not. Let's- Okay. Up from the inside. Come on, Frank. Let's see. Where am I? What is locked here? Okay. Huh. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error, huh? Alright. Let's see. Okay, that's the sky bridge. Guess there's nothing else here. Huh. No. Figures. Alright. Wait, oh God, why didn't I see that? Here we are.
Looks like the local punks are going to lose their hangout. Hope they're not around when we bring this place down.
Man, worked with a guy once that sounded like him. Or whatever happened to the guy.
Listen, let's get a charge in that column too.
Oh. I would if I had charges.
The warehouse. Oh, isn't that special? It looks like this part of the mill had to go at being a thrift store before the whole place was abandoned.
Yeah.
If you are just joining us, this is Jill Hager of SPI Radio, and I am investigating the alleged paranormal activity inside the former Edmont Worsted Mill. The mill is scheduled for demolition later this month, and this will be my only chance to gather evidence to either prove or disprove the claims from former employees of the building's sordid past.
Ah, cool. What was there? Fuck, I missed it. What did that do? Oh, I see. I was able to open up that door. O2 Southern Quarter. Here we are. South Lawn. Off chance this works. No. No. I'm not gonna even bother with that because I know what the answer is. There's gotta be more here. Oh, wait. Fuck me. That's it. There we go. And yay, we got a quarter. A whole quarter.
I am now in the ladies' room of the former UEC building. In 1983, a young woman named Rachel Kellman, sent undercover by the EPA to investigate some of the employee disappearances, went missing herself. In an interview, a former employee told me that she thought she saw the young woman in the mirror behind her one day after the office had closed for the night. For this reason, I am leaving some objects on the edge of the sink with a camera aimed at them. The objects I am leaving are a can of hairspray and a brush.
Okay. Oh, they're gone.
Hey, now listen, no boogieing on the job, okay?
Funny.
Look at that, a safe. I should just blow that open and head home early. It's probably empty anyway.
Alright, no chance that this would do it. No. Alright.
Gonna have to take the stairs. Fire department must have cut the power to the elevators.
Yeah. Barred from the other side. Okay. Too thick. Yeah. Level 4. I'll have to remember that. Bathroom, ballroom, safe room. Yeah. I didn't find shit here. Am I sure that there's nothing else around? I don't know the combination. Barred from the other side. Level 4. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I already checked that out. Check that. Alright, you know what? No. Do that. We can use this. Or, hey, this. Basement. Yes. Now we are getting somewhere.
Let's get a charge on this elevator shaft.
Well, if you left me enough fucking charges, I could. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
I'm currently in the basement where Edward Rowe, a textile worker, was cleaning out old equipment back in 1932 when he disappeared. Former employees say that they have heard his cries coming from this area. I am placing a digital recorder in this room, which I will leave running throughout the night to see if we can capture some of these disembodied cries.
Get a charge in that column and get moving. This basement is creeping the bejesus out of me.
I've seen worse. I've lived in places with worse basements.
Before I leave this area, I will conduct a brief EVP session to see if the alleged spirit of Mr. Rowe is an interactive entity or merely an echo. For those who don't know, an EVP stands for Electronic Voice Phenomena. It is believed that ghosts can speak to us, but because they do not inhabit the same plane, we often can't hear them with the naked ear. We have had some luck reaching these spirits through recordings when we play them back with filters and/or amplification devices.
Okay. Ooh. Thank you for the little ladder.
Man, this room sure is creepy. Make sure you get a charge in that column.
Fucking can't, you moron. Oh. Awesome. Where the fuck is Frank, anyhow? Alright.
I will ask a series of questions and record them. I will analyze these recordings later to see if they yield any results. Let us begin. I'm calling out to the spirit of Edward Rowe. If you can hear me, please, give me a sign of your presence. Are there any spirits here who wish to speak to me tonight? Please give me a sign that you are here.
What the fuck was that? I realize that, dumbass. Here. Alright, parts. Anything else here? There we go. I should just set all the goddamn charges on his freaking car, man. It's just there we go. Charge. By welding mounted fixture. Alright. Everybody join. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Where are my other objectives? Ah, there. Okay, yeah. Gotta get there next. It's there. Figured. What is that place? Yeah, there we are. Yes. All right.
Rookie, where the hell are you? I thought we'd have run into each other by now. Anyway, there's this door. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. It's not on any of the plans either. It's locked up pretty tight, so hopefully there's nothing inside we need to rig. I've also been chasing some dumbass around this place all day. Thinks he's some kind of prankster, knocking stuff over. When I find him, I'm going to tie him to the truck and drag his ass down to the cops. Anyway, talk to you soon.
What the fuck are you, Frank, huh? Probably don't need all these, but fuck it. All right. Window. Yes. Would my pad be here? Yeah, figures. Okay. Okay. Shit. That was pretty goddamn creepy. Bad. There we go.
Looks like someone's been living in here. Sorry, bud. Consider this your eviction notice.
Building C.
Death of Robert Fallon, the wound socket monitor, September 28, 1997. City Selectman Robert Fallon has died in a fatal car accident yesterday afternoon. The accident occurred on Mill Street, and though the vehicle swerved and impacted the Peters River Bridge, the cause of death has been deemed a heart attack, sustained whilst operating the vehicle. Fallon's death comes only months after a proposal to demolish the complex on Mill Street and rezone for condominiums.
No fucking way am I ever going to be here. How the fuck would anyone want to be here? Let's see. I am the worst person to scare. I don't notice half the shit that's supposed to be happening. Here we go. Let's see. That's the side office. Alright, that's not it. Figures. There we are.
Hey, rookie, be careful in here. There's a bunch of drainage trenches on the floor, and every so often you'll come across one with a missing crate. I speak from experience.
Yeah.
Right through that door is the loading dock. Looks pretty good in here. You'd never guess it from looking at the outside.
Yeah.
Make sure you get a charge on that outside column. I've tagged the location for you.
Alrighty, Roo.
August 15th, 1981. Dear Mr. Wells, I have spoken with my manager about the working conditions in the mill. The ventilation fan has been broken for weeks now, and there is an awful smell coming from the trench grates. I hope that you are able to fix these issues soon, as it is becoming an unsafe working environment. Russ Hines.
Get a charge in that stone foundation. I've tagged the spot. I won't be sad to see this room go. Frankly, it creeps the bejesus out of me.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Well, I have found myself in the machine room. It is incredibly dark in this room. Even with my flashlight and night vision camera, the visibility is very low.
Get one in that wall over there too, all right? I'm out of here.
Alright. Alright. It's on the outside. It's like that, except different. There we are.
Investigative Report, June 1st, 1983. Official report of Rachel Kellman concerning the undercover EPA investigation of Unified Electric Corporation. Summary of findings. The body of attached documentation clearly shows that all levels of upper management, various other key employees, and CEO J.C. Wells were fully aware, complicit, and a party to the alleged accusations of illegal dumping of harmful byproducts and waste of their manufacturing processes. Furthermore, my findings conclude that on several occasions, employees who would not be party to these illegal operations were at times unlawfully coerced, terminated, and in at least one well-documented case, murdered. It is my recommendation that the EPA issue an immediate cessation of operations of UEC and commence judicial proceedings to find criminal negligence. Rachel Kellman, Special Agent, Undercover Investigations, Environmental Protection Agency.
Alright, let's go to, what was this? Okay. That was great. Alright, cool.
Listen, get a charge in the steel columns.
Will do. Really? Oh, well then.
Based on the blueprints I looked at when I visited the Historical Society last week, I believe this room is part of the mill that used to house some of their old looms. During my research, the most mysterious of the disappearances was that of the body of Mary Laurier. She was a loom operator who had a heart attack and died at her workstation in 1946. They moved her body to the basement until the coroner could arrive, but when he got there, the body was gone. If my research is correct, this may have been the very room where she was working when she passed. I have conducted an EMF sweep looking for changes in the magnetic frequency of this room with no effect.
Holy crap, that's a lot of paperwork. I hate paperwork.
January 15th, 1982. Law Officers of Hurd, Fallon, and Burke, Esquire. To Leslie Hart, Head of Human Resources, Unified Electric Corporation. I represent Mrs. Abigail Hines. It has come to our attention that in the wake of the disappearance of one of your employees, a Mr. Russell Hines, there is a matter of 2 weeks' compensation that has not yet been collected. Please make available these sums owed, payable to Mrs. Abigail Hines without delay. In addition, concluding a report of missing persons and presumed death, we will seek all applicable pension and/or death benefits on behalf of Mrs. Abigail Hines. Sincerely, Hurd, Fallon, and Bird, Esquire.
Employee record, Rachel Kelman. Internal employee record, Rachel Kelman. Social Security number 078051120. Date of birth, April 26, 1960. Hire date, September 28, 1982. Manager, Rick Cole. Termination date, July 15, 1983. Reason for dismissal. While Rachel showed exemplary performance in her appearance and duties at UEC, it has become clear that she does not fit well with the established company culture of UEC and was summarily dismissed. Performance notes and details have been removed from this file at the request of J.C. Wells.
Work order. Finkensteed Locksmiths. Unified Electric Corporation. 96 Mill Street, Woonsocket, Rhode Island, 02895. Summary of work. Replace tumblers, company vault. New combination, 638921.
Holy shit. All right. All right. I just gotta do this. Where's that safe room?
CEO memo from J.C. Wells. Internal memorandum, UEC. July 12th, 1983. To Rick Cole, Head of Operations. From J.C. Wells. Regarding EPA versus Unified Electric Corp. Rick, I trust you fully understand the gravity of the situation. While there are certain elements of our operations that have no doubt been compromised, I do believe there is still a chance to bury such other undesirable aspects of our business here in the complex. However, time is of the essence, and I trust you will see the appropriate actions taken to protect our investments.
We're gonna leave. Fuck all this shit.
In tonight's story, the abandoned industrial complex of 96 Mill Street still stands despite an order of demolition from Mayor Elizabeth Trudeau. Contractor Hamilton Demolition Company alleges that it sent in demolition specialist Frank Galvani to assess and rig the building for implosion, but that Mr. Galvani failed to complete the job and his whereabouts are currently unknown. A fellow employee of HDC who assisted Mr. Galvani claims his boss went missing while inside the mill. Extensive search of the grounds by police and canine units yielded nothing. The mayor said, quote, "This is just another chapter in the mill's dark history," and wondered if the city would ever see this building destroyed and how many more lives it would claim. And in other news, town officials are banding together to change policies in regards to our public beaches. What does that mean for this coming summer? Stay put.
Well, that was good. I should have just gone to the administrative office, but fuck it. That's probably why I would have done. I'll do this again sometime. I mean, now that I understand this more, maybe I can get some of the other endings. I can't believe there's 10 endings to this. Yeah. Well, so long and stay beautiful.